Greetings, fellow Centurions. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech We Are Legion. Episode 54, Memorial. Not a lot of charge left on some of these bots after the repairs. So we're waiting on Bryce and Cypher. So Cypher is sleeping, Bryce is sleeping. So they should be up and building, because there was a 3-day timer for them to come home, but I don't want them out here longer than that anyway. Fortunately, it is very frozen out here, so the bodies aren't going to be decaying quickly. In fact, let's go ahead and move them inside so that they're not treated like food or anything like that. So this stockpile is for human-like, fresh colonist corpses, and for some reason or other I can't haul them, which is weird. Well, whatever. I don't want to bury them because then they're kind of stuck here. God, you sleep forever. So I forget out of bed. Lazy. The other thing I could do is, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to set everyone to travel food. Don't care if the people are home, they're eating travel food. Makes no difference to me. That will give us a food source here. Stop recreating. Start building. Oh my god. And then we do have a lot of bad moods back home too, so I gotta keep an eye on that. So Peter, I'm gonna set you to, because of your husband's death, recreation. Tar, it's mostly the psychic droner that is ruining your mood. And then I should also probably calculate what a trip looks like. So that I know how much chem fuel to send. So speaking of chem fuel, we are going to need to make a few batches of it. I'm choosing not to hunt the Thrumbo right now because of the moods are low enough that I think the likelihood of a mental break while we hunt a Thrumbo is almost certain. And I'm not going to bother with that. That sounds like a really bad idea. Because everyone's in a really bad mood right now. All right, 3 days to get going. Right, buddy? Yeah, we'll have enough. We'll have enough materials. Cut it out. I wonder why the hauling wasn't working. But who cares? I can just forbid them until I need to leave. So with everything that is queued up to be destroyed, I probably will have enough components. I don't have any miners. Turtle was a miner, but, you know, he obviously didn't survive that battle. So that would be the concern is, do I have enough components for a return trip? But it looks like I will. I'm going to load all the chem fuel up and then figure out how much the return trip home will be. And then remove the chem fuel that I won't need. With a trusty calculator. Hey, buddy. Here you go. Huh, I don't... Maybe I'll just send it all. It's probably not even going to be enough, I'd imagine, for a return trip. I might need to make some more chem fuel purposefully. The giant smoke cloud from the smoke spewer is lowering the ambient temperature of the map tile, which hurts solar power, which doesn't really matter because, of course, we don't rely on solar power, but it's also making it colder, and the cold is killing off my crops, which is annoying, but we have enough surplus that I don't think it will be too much of a problem. And it looks like we are going to need some additional steel stuff broken down, because we're not getting the pods built at the moment. But we are hauling some things to where they belong. Oh, no, there we go. So this is last pod. It needs one component, and that's easy to get off of like a solar panel or something like that. Battery, whatever it is. So I need... what is that? 70 fuel? Oh, God. For a trip? Let's call it 71. That's way more than I have at home. So set fuel level to 71. And that was 7 pods. So that's, how much actually chem fuel is that, though? 100 and... How much did I send? Actually, this might be enough. Yeah, I probably only need about 150 of it. Tantrum destroying go juice. Okay, I'm just gonna allow it. I can make the go juice back. It's an annoying amount to lose, but the catharsis is going to be helpful. Speaking of catharsis, probably a council might be good. But I'm probably going to want to wait to counsel Peter when I get home, because Peter has the biggest... yeah, so 500 chem fuel. Yeah, I did my mental math wrong. So we're going to need... Yeah, we'll get someone on that back here. It looks like the issue that I currently have is I don't have a lot of wood. So from organics, I will make it out of meat. And then... Sky never sleeps, so maybe have Sky start to do it? I'll just have to be sensitive of their moods. So, in that, I'll just hit another Soother. Not that it's an effective tool for me to use for my guys that are psych dull. I wanted to send the bodies home. There we go. So that they don't decay while here. So J-Fed and the corpses and JD. Yeah. It's weird to see the Legionnaires like carry stuff. Okay. First trip. These, I'm not even going to bother setting fuel targets or building them back because they aren't going to be needed. In fact, I'll break them down because they do have a little bit of chem fuel left in them because I added some overhead. So foxes and turtle are now back home, and I'll get them buried in here. There you go. Rise is about to have a mental break. And then we'll get the... I'm going to wait to vent them up so that we can have funerals. So we have 5 pod launchers left. So I need about 350 chem fuel to get them home. And we'll just, we'll try to get that as quickly as we can. One of the reasons I'm using meat is I figured if it's possible, I will still hunt the thrumbo. And that means that we're going to have a lot of thrumbo meat on our hands. Let's excise your cancer. If only it was that easy in real life. There's also the question of who gets the arc leg. I'm going to wait until people are home for that. What are you punching? Just random things? Alright, that's fine. Especially given that I've taken the frag axe off of them. Okay. Cancer free. Good. It's going to be a little while till Sky has the chem fuel. One thing I could do, which might cut down on the delay time, is to call in a bulk goods trader and just try to buy chem fuel. That could help. Finish. Alright, so now I am going to have Scorpio trying to make the chem fuel, and I'm going to have my hunters go mess with the thrumbo. As carefully as I can, given the sensitive moods and all. Oh, it's 2 at once. Moving around in heavy snow should slow the running speed down a little bit. Oh, more stuff going on? Waste drop? No, I don't accept waste drops. Sorry, bud. Only in the case I would consider it if there was like res serum. But that is not for res serum. Alright, it's 2 of, I think, 5? This one's wounded, but probably not going to get back up, given bleed out timer's 4 hours. Scorpio, as soon as you're done with that, activate another soother. I'm just going to lean into the soothers because the moods that we have here are really bad. One thing that I could have done, obviously my hands are a little tied up right now, or I'm busy, is given that there's thrumbo, when there's thrumbo on the map tile, it's actually a really good time to call in a mech boss, and then to use a psychic animal pulsar, because thrumbo are going to be really, really useful in killing mech bosses, but given how moody everyone is and how busy I am, I think that's just more effort than it's worth by a long shot. Run, Daedor, run! Oh, that's going to be annoying, because you're actually in now. Did you just land a hit? Oh, but you're getting absolutely shredded. gone. And Adora survived. I'm going to let everyone have a break. A, it's dark out, and B, they're all about to have mental breaks. Gestation is waiting for Klein to get home. Got it. How's Plasteel? I don't think we've gotten very many. The other issue is, of course, one of our best miners has just died. Nothing like a bad artillery strike that blows back in your face. So I've got about half as much chem fuel as I need. I think I need about 350. We're getting there. And given that JFET and Sky don't sleep, they're really good at making chem fuel because they can just sit on that thing for a long time. I'm running a little low on meals, but I think I should be probably out of here. There's also 1.4 days left on the clock. So that's something to be considered. Because I don't want to be here when raids come back in. That wouldn't be great. Oh, mostly. Thank you for the resub. Cheers. I appreciate the big props. Even when things go wrong. Let me make sure that everybody actually fits in these pods. No, they don't. Wait, what? Oh, because of the fuel. Yeah, it isn't calculating. So one pod is 150 kilos, and I have 5 of them, so that's 750. And our total weight comes out to 737, so it's fine. There's overhead for me to bring some stuff home, or whatever. Definitely the charge rifle, and then maybe some other stuff as well. I'll figure it out once the chem fuel's in place. So almost have 300. And man, these strange feelings are barely denting how everyone feels. So it might not be a terrible idea for me to decide to have a holiday of sorts, given that it is currently tonight's the first night of Hanukkah. That seems fitting. We'll have a candle vigil for them. All right. Well, I think these Thrumbo are actually leaving the map tile, so if I don't hit them before they exit the map. If you're not good at fighting Thrumbo, you can micromanage it so that you attack them right as they leave, because once they are queued to leave, they won't turn around to hurt you. As you can see, it's weird, but they're scripted to leave at this point, so they just walk to the exit no matter what, which makes it a little bit easier to hunt them, as you can see. Little known fact about, well, I don't know how known it is, but a little hopeful fact about Thrumbo hunting is you can break them. So see, they're revenging, but like, they're already coded for the exit, so all they do is exit. At this point, if you try to wall them in or anything like that, they will break through your walls and doors to the exit anyway, so there's really not a way to keep them in. The only way to keep them in would be to wound them until they're unconscious, and then to patch them back up. And if you do that, they won't be scripted to leave again. So if you want Thrumbo to roam wild on your map tile, one way to do it is to basically shoot them until they're unconscious once they're initiating their exit. So like this Thrumbo here, maybe I should demonstrate because I don't really need the Thrumbo all that much. I'm going to tend this Thrumbo and have it be a wild creature here. That doesn't necessarily mean they will never leave, because animals will still migrate out of the map tile if there's toxic fallouts or if it gets too cold or too hot or there's no food or whatever. But at least they won't be coded to wander away. So, yeah. For the giggles, I'm gonna keep this Thrumbo as a pet. It's also a pretty good way to tame. There's a small % chance that anytime you tend a wild animal, they can self-tame. And one of the ways to min-max this is to hurt the Thrumbo with weapons that do very little damage, kind of like death by 1,000 cuts or unconsciousness by 1,000 cuts. So there's just even more wounds to be able to tend. Maybe not hunt it then. Yeah, true. So if you use like something that fires a lot, like auto pistols. Like you just had a ton of people with auto pistols and you shot the Thrumbo with auto pistols. The caveat to that is you do run the risk of brain damage. The more times you shoot something, the more likely you are to hit like brains or whatever. But that would be a really good way to get yourself a Thrumbo. It would also be a really good way to get a breeding pair, because if you have like a male and a female Thrumbo that have brain damage, their offspring obviously will still be Thrumbo and they will belong to your colony because they're offspring of 2 tamed animals. So if you're ever trying to nab yourself a Thrumbo, this is a pretty good strategy. How's my fuel? Oh, my fuel's good. I'm not even going to run the calculations. I'm just going to send it all. So we can get the heck out of here. Because I have a day left. All right. Get it loaded. And this was a case of this Thrumbo having no permanent injuries. So it was a really good Thrumbo to tend. And I'm done. It didn't self-tame, but I don't care. I mean, whatever. I just wanted to show that you can have a Thrumbo hang out with you if you want. Launch. With chem fuel, meals, components, medicine, go juice. And that's it. Perfect. Dalio! I'm going to leave the marine helmet behind. We're using cataphract helmets now anyway. Also, a really good way to crank out some medical taming, or training. Yes. Oh, 100%. Oh, I forgot the charge rifle. Oh well. Once you've left, it's gone. It no longer exists. So the Legionnaires are recharging. Some of them that got particularly damaged have particularly low charge. And then, of course, yeah, my Diabolus I'm going to have prioritize on the recharger so that I have a Diabolus on play. We'll have the Scyther out sooner, and then the Legionary eventually. And I think that's all the bandwidth that yeah, that's all the bandwidth I care to use. So, funerals. Let's run the funerals. And then we'll need to queue up all of the chem fuel, because I essentially ran out of chem fuel in that fight. So get all the chem fuel that we need for shells and all that stuff. 2.7 days. So the bulk goods trader's still on its way, and I'm just waiting for that. Just didn't want that bunny in there forever. So here's a good example. Now this Thrumbo is just resting on this map tile and not set to leave. So I've... I don't know. Domesticate? I don't know what it would be. How far away is the smoke spear? It's really not that far. What is it guarded by? A mech cluster? Okay. Yeah, I'll just, hey, Sky, you want to just do it yourself? Or JFed, you'll do it. So as far as meals go, we'll go back to non-travel meals except for JFed. And, have him just knock the stupid smoke out of the way. Easy enough. So I'll probably wait for the funeral until he's home. She's home, rather. So that everyone's in attendance. Oh god, this is a puny little mech cluster. In fact, is there a shared... If I stood right here, none of the turrets would be able to fire on me except for the mini slugger. I might even try that just as like a something goofy to do. Oh, but this assembles blasters, so the moment I touch the thing, it will start making blasters to kill me. So never mind. Take that back. Gotta say the mech cluster sites are such a joke because they don't wake up. JFed, thank you for the resub, celebrating your smashing the cluster. That should help our, No, it didn't. I was going to say that should help our mood back here, but only JFed killed the cluster, and it wasn't at home, so it didn't count. It does remind me that I should counsel probably Peter for that -20. 75% chance to counsel Peter, and 74 for Azzy, so it's most effective with Peter. And it worked! So Peter now has a counsel for 27 days of a +20, which will significantly help mitigate the mental breaks. And destroying that smoke spewer, I think it's gone up at least 15 degrees Fahrenheit, or like something, from the smoke spewer being destroyed. So that's kind of nice. We're not going to lose so many plants. JFed's ETA is 1 day. Oh, I'll try to even tame the Thrombo. No one's able to, never mind. Because Thrombos have a caravan speed of 160. Where is that? Yeah, caravan ride speed of 160. So they'd be a good transportation animal. Horses have a caravan weight, though. So horses still beat out Thrombo for caravan utility. But Thrombo, you can ride them pretty good. Oh, that sounds wrong, but you know what I mean. In terms of our resources, yeah, Plasteel is kind of in the hole because we've been cranking out stuff. One of the things that are a little bit cheaper than the Locust Armor is Cataphract helmets. So I'm going to make at least 2 Cataphract helmets. I'm going to do until I have, let's say, 2 made by a 19 plus. Because Peter and Bryce no longer wear helmets. No longer have helmets to wear, I should say. And the Scyther's done. So, another raffle. Good luck. And then I'm going to need to shuffle around to put all of the best attack bots on Klein. But I'll do that once the Legionary is done. There's no real need to do it right now. Finally, ball goods. So, Scorpio, you're the one trying to tame the horses. Good luck. The purpose of these is so that I could... Oh, it worked. Do you have health problems? Nope. Perfect. Well, I guess there's two things to raffle. I'm just going to send the horse to JFed, help JFed return home. I think, and I could be wrong about this, but I think horses, when on caravan, never sleep. They don't have, like, sleep needs like people would. So when horses are given to a never sleeping person, the horse and the person rides forever, like they're Nazgul or something. I could be wrong about that, but I do think that might be the case. So now we have a stallion and a scyther to raffle off, and soon a legionary. And the horse is healthy, because the last one was like, what, bad back and frail, or something ridiculous like that. That's why I turned it into glue. Lift her butt. Man, you punching a little above your weight there, buddy. It's like a horse with like a mechanical beard. Oh, well, fine. JFed's already here, but whatever. Now you can see that the movement speed of the caravan is good. Really good. Bad back and flu, that's what it was. Yeah. Bad back is semi-incurable, so that's why I was like, alright, pull the trigger, get rid of this horse. Sorry, Zaleb. Because Zaleb owned a horse for like 10 seconds, and then I killed it. A human named Dendroid. That is not a confusing name for a person to have. I'm not seeing a whole lot. I called them in to be able to quickly buy chem fuel, but I don't really have the need of chem fuel at the moment because everyone's home. And there's not a whole lot else that I would want to buy off of them. But they did have chem fuel. I think I could just make my own chem fuel at this point. I'll just have the fabricors, because now I have 2 fabricors, so it's... and they work pretty much constantly. Plus, I have 2 people that never sleep, so... there we go. Good trades. And cheers. I do have 3 shield cores, so let's go ahead and turn them into low shield packs. Wow, this list is big. One of the issues with continually adding DLCs and the like is you eventually get to a point where you have a giant list of crafting. Oh. Good. Good, good, good. Mortar, which is firing in 17 seconds. Well, I have bad news for you, Mortar. It's, like, not gonna work. So what else is here? There's a countdown activator. Oops, sorry. Horse is going to be named Jason. Sorry, I've got windows in the background that are like making it really, really difficult to do. Or actually, Jason, I'm going to name you after the Scyther because the horse is deployed. I don't know how to case your name, but it will be that for now. And then the horse is going to be named Cathanon. Oh, good. You're going to be a genie and a horse. And here you are. Perfect timing. Provided that JFed doesn't waltz directly through... Oops, that's not Cathanon. Doesn't waltz through. So how does this thing wake up? Activates in 15 hours, but the mortar goes off. So, Bryce, come down here, please. Well, let's turn off the mortar. This thing prints blasters. There is a burner, 3 gunners, 1 blaster, 5 pikes, 4 lance, a scyther, whatever's in these capsules, 1 unstable power cell, another drop beacon, the mortar, and then turrets. And a high shield. So I would say probably the easiest way to deal with this is to use EMP shells to disable the high shield and shell it, wake it up, and have them attack me. And come into my my kill box. And maybe also call friendlies just to soften up sort of the spammy enemies like the Militaurs. Because having a slug turret or an autocannon turret fire at a Militaur is definitely a waste of like time and resources. Because it's such overkill. Alright, Bryce. Ignore. Okay, so now that auto mortar is not going to be annoying for us. Because it's roofed up and it can't fire. Cannot fire roofed. This mech cluster didn't have a proximity sensor, so let's exploit it. Setting everyone to behind the walls. And I think what I'm going to do before I start messing with that is to hold the funerals. Because I think it's about to get really spicy. So before that happens, we'll hold those funerals. Holy hand grenade is needed. I don't have any anti-grain. That would be nice. I do, however, have animal pulsers, and I haven't been doing a lot of hunting on this map tile, so it would also be entirely possible for me to animal pulse. That's probably a wise idea. So let's prepare to do that. Is to animal pulse the mechs, so that all the animals on the map tile fight the mechs. It's 6 in the morning, so the animals are going to be awake for like a pretty good amount of time. To build those walls, Kish should get to work. Oh, not Kish. What am I thinking of? Tannery. I was like, Kish is a Tesseron. That doesn't make any sense. Because my builders are obviously a little busy in a funeral right now. Alright, it's a good funeral, and we'll do one for turtle. Sorry, no lunch break. Yeah, wrong series, I know, right? It's so confusing. And next week, I'm down to just one series, right? Today's the finale of this, Tuesday's the finale of Doomsday Vault, and then I won't have to juggle 3 colonies in my head, which is not easy to do. And another good funeral. Great. This automotor's like, come on, man! I had one job and you disabled me. You dang right I did. Yeah, I think I'll go with an animal pulsar. So for me to use an animal pulsar, this bulk goods trader needs to leave, or I get penalized for. I'll basically go to war with them. So as soon as these guys leave, I'll hit the pulse and mess with these guys. Yeah. In fact, there would be a pretty good reason for me to encourage animals to cluster up at my front door beforehand, keeping this door closed, and then building the wall afterwards so that all the animals are one dense cluster to be more effective against the mech cluster. So that's actually the tactic I'm going to run here, which might require a little bit of micromanagement from me, but that's fine. I just need to block up all my other entryways beforehand. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it will be made apparent very soon. Because the individual animals marching one by one at a giant mech cluster is not going to be effective. But as a swarm, that's a different matter. Nice. So now, the only way out of the base is that front gate. And then as soon as this door closes, and then I'll hit the pulsar, and all animals will congregate at my front door. So this is actually really easy, because all I would need to do is to build this. To build this once they congregate. So I just laid it down. I'll build it all but one work left, so we can get it in an instant when we need it. Come on. There. Perfect. Countdown activator in 4 hours. Master, can you leave? What is your deal? Oh, you are... Oh, God. The dude has Alzheimer's and doesn't realize everyone else left. Oh, man. Are you going to be the Trojan horse for the enemy? Just get out of the map tile. You're 48 and you... Oh, there he goes. There he goes. Thank God. He was confused and wondering. All right. There we go. Countdown activator, I would say with 2 hours left is when I'm going to hit the pulsar. And then I'm going to let all the animals... Actually, no, I'll hit it now. I'm going to let all the animals start to mass up on that door. Because it's midday, so all the animals are up. So now the only way for the animals to attack me is this front door, and that's where they're going to go. What the heck are you? Oh, God. They, I guess, decided... Oh, I know why. That automotor was not inactive as a result of the... It actually works out for me fine. But it wasn't inactive. It was already on. That's why I had to roof it up. And that's why it was a valid target for those animals. It was actually not any mistakes that I made. It was just the fact that that mortar was a valid target for the animals. But it works out quite well because I do have a giant swarm of animals congregating in the front door, and all I need to do is to build this, and they go swarming against the enemies. I gotta say, Impids with horns and a cataphract helmet definitely has some deep Daredevil vibes, and I love it. I'm gonna make that helmet red. Surprise is coming down here to complete the wall and send this beautiful host of swarming animals to go smush my enemies. And the Thrombo is coming, yeah. They're not fully healed yet, but... Oh! There we go. You know, I might not even need to build this. Not yellow? No, not yellow. Impids are red, so I figured it fits better. I could be wrong. Yeehaw! So the rest of this cluster, other than the assembler, doesn't look too bad. Just some turrets, easy to negate with some smoke. Oh yeah, that looks good. I have walled this up, so the animals are going to auto-target and swarm. And then, oddly enough, I need to unwall it immediately so that I can prop the door open and allow the mechs to come in. And I'm going to allow the mechs to come in the main hallway because I don't really need to... no, I take that back. I'm going to have them go through the maze because that's going to separate out the fast movers from the slow movers a little bit more effectively. Thank you for watching We Are Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 18th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming stream. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. I'll catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Legionnaires,